It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. The Hunter has escaped relatively unscathed after a big storm rolled in yesterday afternoon. Golf ball-sized hail was reported at Cessnock, while wind gusts reached 76 kilometres per hour at Nobbies. Trains are back to normal on the Newcastle line after lightning strikes affected signals at Cardiff. Ausgrid has also been kept busy restoring power to 2,400 homes at Wallsend, Elmore Vale, Fern Bay, Fullerton Cove and Stockton. Mandy Haig from the Hunter Region SES says they've been kept busy overnight.
We dealt with about 26 jobs last night and we're all finished by midnight. Now those jobs involved broken branches and leaking roofs. The crews sort of worked through the night to get them all cleaned away this morning so that everyone starts afresh again today.
Police are treating an overnight house fire at Elibana as suspicious. Firefighters from 3 stations were called to the 2-storey weatherboard and iron home in Croft Road just after midnight, taking more than 3 hours to extinguish the blaze, but were called back at 4:30 this morning when the fire reignited. One firefighter was treated for dehydration, while 8 others had to be decontaminated after coming into contact with loose asbestos. Police say the sole occupant wasn't home at the time. Police have released a description of a man wanted over an alleged act of indecency at East Maitland. A 17-year-old girl was walking along Burt Street at about 6 last Sunday night when she saw a man committing a lewd act in front of her. Sonia Roberts from Police Headquarters says the man spoke to the girl and she returned home and told her parents.
Police from the Central Hunter Local Area Command are investigating. They've released a computer-generated likeness of someone who might be able to help with their inquiries. He's described as being aged between 30 and 40, with fair complexion and short, dark, balding hair. He was further described as wearing a white T-shirt and tan cargo pants on the day.
A Newcastle professor in mental health research has been named the Hunter's Researcher of the Year. Professor Brian Kelly, who's based at the Calvary Mater Hospital, took out the Hunter Medical Research Institute's award last night. His groundbreaking work on suicide prevention in rural Australia has resulted in much improved healthcare policies and services for farmers. Newcastle Lord Mayoral Independent candidate Aaron Buman is proposing the removal of street signs on poles in favour of signboards on walls if he's elected. He believes the move would declutter the CBD by removing unnecessary poles from the city streets. Aaron Buman says the idea works well overseas.
European cities, most sign postage is on buildings. In North America, there is very, very minimal signage on footpaths. So you've got to stand back in my mind and say, well, do we really need all of this? And picture it in your mind that have not been there. I'm sure you'd agree it's a fantastic concept. And
the Nurses Union is bringing its campaign for a so-called Robin Hood tax to Newcastle today. The union is calling for a small levy to be introduced on the trading of stocks and bonds to help pay for better health services. Now with sport, Madeline Seville.
The Newcastle Jets have confirmed Irish import Johnny Steele has been granted indefinite leave from the club after he requested a period of absence. The 28-year-old did not attend training this week. Coach Phil Stubbins says aside from Johnny, this weekend's game against Melbourne Victory will be the first time he's had a full list of players to choose from. Lake Macquarie cricket trio Jordan Johnson, Trudy Peterson and Abby Taylor have been selected for the Under-15 Female National Championships. The competition will take place in Western Sydney from November 26 to December 2nd. And Charlestown Cricket Club are expected to mail paperwork to the Department of Immigration today to begin the process of returning wicketkeeper and batsman Callum Jackson to Australia. The English cricketer was denied entry to the country last week due to an incorrect visa. That's sport. I'm Madeline Seville.
To NURFM News Time 26 to 9.